Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? This film garnered 9 nominations at the Blue Dragon Awards upon release, receiving overwhelming praise. This is a true Korean crime flick, directed by Lee Seung-bi, that'll blow your mind. Undercover missions, assassinations, plot twists galore, it's like a roller coaster, and the ending is amazing. Old Soo disposed of everyone I wanted. What's a mood booster? The story begins in a Korean prison teeming with notorious criminals. It gives me chills just to look at them. The only thing leaving here are corpses until a guy named Old Soo steps in and stirs the pot. This dude has been dealing drugs for 20 years. Watching Soo's power grow, the big boss Yom fears losing his throne so much that he sets Soo up to land in prison. Talk about paranoid. But where's Old Soo? That tiger remains fierce. He quickly starts making waves in prison, leaving everyone trembling in their boots. He even sweet-talked the warden, monopolying the cigarette business and reopening his gang empire, cash raining down in no time. You know these inmates are addicted to cigarettes, and man, this business is even more profitable than dealing drugs. Old Soo even snagged a private phone to contact his minions outside, expanding his drug empire right from the slammer. Aside from the lack of freedom, Old Soo's living better than ever. Who says a leopard can't dance in a fancy prison cell? To keep his fighting spirit alive, Old Soo invented a slapping game: rock, paper, scissors, and the loser gets slapped. How creative. That guy with the tattoos could knock out the biggest dude in prison with one smack, turning anyone who played with him into a member of a concussion club. Anyone who loves the noggin won't dare challenge him, but suddenly a skinny guy raises his hand ready for a real showdown. Everyone gasped while Old Soo watched calmly. Soo doesn't care. He has a secret identity. He's a street thug trying to raise money for his mom's kidney issues. His skills caught the eye of the police captain, who made him an officer. They sent him undercover to become Old Soo's right-hand man, and in return, the precinct would foot the bill for his mom's kidney treatment. But aside from being ridiculously handsome, Soo has nothing else going for him. To grab Old Soo's attention, he had to take a weird path, and what did he choose? To take on the tattooed giant. But shockingly, he lost right in the first round. Although he took the initial hit from the tattooed guy, everyone was sweating for him. The crowd erupted in cheers, and the tattooed guy leaned in to show some respect, only for Soo to retaliate with a powerful punch. That tattooed guy's slap was as swift as lightning, and Soo sensed his soul almost being blown away. But at this critical moment, he cleverly changed his tactics and delivered a powerful punch in return. The tattooed guy was caught off guard, nearly dazed, while Soo confidently felt he was at his limit. The others couldn't make out a single detail, but Old Soo had seen everything perfectly clearly and, surprisingly, found it all extremely amusing. Watching the tattooed guy chase Soo like mad, the kid dodged skillfully. He was the picture of a seasoned slippery character. He understood he needed to tire out his opponent before exploiting the opening. Old Soo was getting bored stiff with monotony. So, out of nowhere pops this savvy kid, catching Old Soo's eye. The next day, he decided to keep an eye on Soo and figured there were only 2 types of people in this joint. One type you can mess with freely, and the other you definitely can't provoke. The tattooed guy is clearly the latter, the boss of the fighting ring. Messing with him isn't a joke. Underestimating him could cost you at least a leg, or even more. This truly came as a surprise to Old Soo, yet Soo displayed no trace of fear, instead inquiring of Soo which category he specifically belonged to. This audacious challenge had Old Soo laughing sadly. Clearly, Soo had caught his attention. But first, Soo needs to wrap his legs and avoid the tattooed guy. Strangely, the tattooed guy was behaving himself, but then a new heavyweight entered the scene, Kim Sung-han. The moment he stepped in, all inmates bowed down, because Kim Sung-han is the real deal straight out of Hanan. He swiftly took over the cigarette business, recruiting a gang of thugs, completely crushing Old Soo's empire at one glorious takeover. Unsurprisingly, Old Soo was not happy, but seeing the size of Kim's squad, he had no choice but to swallow his pride. Old Soo proposed a 50-50 split, but Kim rejected and humiliated him as he looked worse. This thrilling plot needs a good device to watch it on, and let me tell you, a new phone makes it easy. I just got a new phone and sent my old one to love. Recycling super safe and convenient. They have over 2,000 stores worldwide, and once at order, they send someone to pick it up. Prices are reasonable, and you get to pay face to face. They are a publicly traded company, safe and reliable. If you want to recycle phones, tablets, or laptops, Love Recycling is the way. Before long, Zoo's right-hand man got snagged under the pretense of private cigarette tutoring and dangled upside down in the office. Old Zoo immediately realized that his right-hand man had ditched him for Kim Sung-han. He offered double the pay, but his man flipped out and gave him a beating. Kim was offering all the profits. Kim Sung-han wasn't there for his crimes. He was doing a favor for Old Zoo's big boss, Lord Yong. Even though Zoo was thriving in prison, Lord Yong clearly couldn't stand it, so he sent Kim to take care of Zoo. Since Old Zoo was close with his right-hand man, Kim couldn't just go for the jugular, so he devised a plan monopolizing the cigarette business to make them disband in the greedy web. The story is far from over. New episodes weekly. Like, share, and subscribe.